Welcome back to Psychology 650. The purpose of this video is to review the learning team presentation on culture and psychopathology. In this video we're going to take a look at the assignment process, where to post your presentation, the presentation of objectives and critical points for this particular assignment. The assignment requires that the team prepare a 5 to 7 slide PowerPoint presentation with speaker notes. You certainly can go over 7 slides as long as you're covering each of the objectives, so don't let 7 be a limiter for you. And then post through the assignment link. I highly recommend, as I do for all papers and presentations, that you use the objectives as headings. The first objective is to present a clear definition of psychopathology, providing specific information and indicating your sources. The suggested level 1 heading here is simply centered on the page, Psychopathology defined. Centered on the page, bold, upper and lowercase letters without a period. Make sure that you use bullet points for key points on your slide and put the narrative in your speaker notes. So the only thing on the slide itself will be the title, the heading, Psychopathology defined, and then the individual bullets for the key points under that with your speaker notes in the bottom. And then support your definition with a peer-reviewed reference. The next objective is, how do clear definitions assist psychologists who are conducting research on mental disorders? Here's how I would have you do the level 1 heading for this. How clear definitions assist psychologists conduct research on mental disorders. Again, upper and lowercase letters, bold, centered on the page, and this is double-spaced. Everything in your papers, everything in your presentations is double-spaced. Use bullets again for your key points on your slide with narrative in speaker notes. And support your logic with a peer-reviewed reference, one that you have not used in your paper thus far. Each objective should have its own unique, specific, peer-reviewed reference. The next objective, describe the advantages and disadvantages of classifying abnormal behavior using a diagnostic system. Here's how I would have you write the heading for this. The advantages and disadvantages of classifying abnormal behavior using a diagnostic system. Centered on the page, bold, upper and lowercase letters without a period. Again, use bullets on your slide to describe your key points and then put your narrative in the speaker notes. And again, provide a peer-reviewed reference that you have not used in your presentation to this point. How has culture shaped your understanding of psychopathology? Again, the level 1 heading is simply how culture has shaped our understanding of psychopathology. Double space, bold, upper and lower case letters without a period. Bullets for key points with narrative and speaker notes, and a peer-reviewed reference that you have not used thus far in your presentation. Then the next objective reads, use the concept of culture-bound syndrome and explain the role culture plays in our interpretation of behavior. Identify one example from a culture that may fit within the framework of culture-bound syndrome. So here's how I would break all that down into a simple heading. How the concept of culture-bound syndrome explains the role culture plays in the interpretation of behavior. Okay? Centered on the page, double-spaced, bold, upper and lower case letters without a period. Again, bullets for key points with narrative and speaker's notes, and a unique peer-reviewed reference for this particular objective as well. So critical points for this particular project. Make sure that you start off with an introductory slide. And the only thing the introductory slide needs to have on it is the title of the assignment, and then double-spaced with each learning team member's name under that. The next slide is an overview slide where you're just simply going to do a bullet point for each objective that you're using. The next slides need to have the name of an objective at the top, bullets for each key point, and with your narrative in the speaker notes, and make sure that you use your APA in-text reference in the speaker's notes. Okay? So each particular objective will have its own slide. You'll use bullet points for each key point for that objective, and you put your narrative and your speaker notes, making sure that you use APA format for any in-text reference. Then you're going to have a references slide, which has got to be in APA format. And please, again, always, always, always watch spelling, grammar, and punctuation. It's okay to use color, graphics, and clip art. As a matter of fact, you don't even need to cite references for graphics, clip art, or any use of any kind of descriptive elements that you add to your slides. Make them colorful, make them unique. Develop them to a degree that you would be happy with if you were presenting this at a conference. Okay, so what we've looked at for this particular assignment is the process for the assignment, where to post your presentation, the objectives of the presentation, and some critical points for the production of this particular assignment. The next video covers the individual paper on research-based interventions on mood disorders. Thank you.